Oh yeah, DD got a podcast.
But what I heard about UCA before I came to UCA was a lot of things regarding the financial aid department.
Oh my God.
Very similar to Euler. Like I hear the same things about Euler, but the UCA financial aid department.
Yes.
I didn't have bad experiences with UCA financial aid department. And listen, but watch this. But we talked about this before, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that I, like you, did not have any parents who went to college. Don't hear me out. Who graduated college. And it was something that I had to adapt to on my own. But I was a very careful person. I was a very precise person. And I knew that one of my greatest fears was college debt. Any debt. I don't want to be in debt. No matter what it is, I don't want to be in debt. I hate debt, Chastity. So for me, when I came in, I wanted to know everything I needed to know about taking out loans, and if I need to take out a loan, I'm blessed enough to say that I graduated college with no undergrad with no loans. But it wasn't until I started attending UCA that I realized, like, oh snap, it's people who go to college and take out loans for stuff that's completely unrelated to school.
Yeah, me.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Me.
I didn't know that it was people who was taking out, I'm talking about tens and tens of thousands of dollars to live places. They're buying cars.
Yeah,
They're
me.
buying clothes.
Yeah.
They're going on shopping sprees. They're going on vacations. They're splurging off loans. And a lot of us don't even understand, especially coming into college, a lot of us don't understand the difference between a subsidized loan, an unsubsidized loan, a standard loan. A lot of us Stanford loan. A lot of us don't understand the differences between those. We think loans are loans, and a lot of people treat these loans like
Free money.
like it's free money. You don't have to pay this stuff back, and like as if there's no interest at the end.
Yes.
I didn't know that it was people who was treating loans like this though, Chastity, until I attended UCA, and I was like, oh snap. So I started to like develop this mentality of believing like just because you see people with nice clothes on and driving these nice fancy cars, don't just look at it for face value, because a lot of that stuff can be very misleading, and a lot of those people are drowning in debt.
Yes.
You had this experience. I did not.
Yeah, but you can always tell like who was living off student loans and who wasn't. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. Based in the Black community, you can tell who's on campus living off student loans and who's not. For the simple fact that, like, one, you can tell who's the most common kids on campus. You always see them in the student center. You always see them try to be involved in everything. Like, you see the most common normal kids all the time. Like, if you see them on campus, well, oh yeah, I've seen him around. I don't know him, but I've seen him around. They start school, yeah, they got clothes on, they got this and this and that. But the moment that direct deposit hit, oh, they splurging. They got the new J's on. They got new shoes on. They done went to the store and paid their phone out in full. Like, I'm telling you, you can always tell. And in the moment they run out of money, they back to that person you first seen. It's always that way. And then you can always tell, too, because them fast ones, you know how you were sheltered at home, but your mama not there, so you fast in college. They fast in the summertime, and they spending all their little money from school. But when that money gone, they be the ones that was living off of it because they still try to be fast in the winter because they didn't buy themselves no winter clothes. Yes, you can see it.
So you knew, did you know that this was a problem as far as it relates to financial aid?
Yes, because
early on though, but I'm saying, did you know this before you came to UCA?
Yes.
I didn't know this. Like, I was so lost to this.
Too. Like, you know, like when you watch TV shows and they be, you know, like college shows and stuff, it was always that. It was like, don't take out student loans. Don't do this. And then people like, I got to take out a loan so I can pay my rent. Like, and then I had siblings. Like, my mom put all my sisters and brothers through college. Except me. Shots thrown. Yeah, I had to figure it out. But she put all them through college. So I know what it's like for people to take out loans and stuff. I knew that. What I did not know is the difference in loans, how they offer the loans. And then it seems like when I started at UCA, it seemed like it was a race to see who can get the most loans thrown out to students. That's what it felt like. It was like
That scares me, man.
I walked
Just hearing that, bro.
Yeah, it's like I walk into the financial aid department and the only people you see is black students and minority students lined up to get loans. But at the time, I sat down with somebody and talked to them about a loan. And I was like, okay, well, I don't technically need it, but I'm going to take it out. And they were like, why? I was like, okay, well, I have a car.
That don't sound like a bad school. A lot of schools probably may not even ask you why. It sounds like they cared about
they
you.
They didn't ask me nothing. I'm talking about the person I sat down with.
At UCA, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay, separate. Separate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, hey, I have a car note, I have insurance, I have this, I have that, I have rent. I said, I need to find out the best way possible to get this taken care of. And then when I go to work, I can go on and pay this out before I'm even out of school. So what I did is my freshman year, I had that white car.
Yeah.
It was brand new coming in. I took out a student loan. I paid my car off. No bills. And technically, I didn't have to pay that loan back until I graduated 2020. But what I did is that the amount that the car was, well, one, my mindset was I need to find a way to build my credit. And I need to find a way to make my life easier. Just in case I decide, hey, work is too much, I can quit. So what I did is once I signed the loan, because I talked to my mom about it, signed a loan, I went to the place, I paid my car off. And then I turned around and I paid my insurance up for the year. So now I have no car note and I have no insurance. So that's $562 a month that I can save. Or I can pay that $562 toward my student loan and start building my credit. Because one day I realized I'm going to have to take care of my mom and dad. So I need to make sure my finances are taken care of. So that's what I did. I paid my car off. I paid my insurance up for a year. And I paid that $562 toward my student loan. They didn't have interest, but I didn't know that until they gave me two options and told me you can accept it in your My UCA, and my stupid self was going to accept the one and start collecting interest. Didn't know, but that's the one that offers you the most money. Yeah, so I'm like,
wow.
Dang, this one here is $8,000. I'm gonna take the $8,000 instead of the $6,000. Not realizing that $8,000 sound better, but you're collecting interest on top. So yeah, they're gonna offer you more money up front because they're making more money on top of offering you that money up front. So I took out the $6,000 this semester, took out the $6,000 that next semester, paid my car off, paid my insurance off, and then I started paying that $562 toward my student loan, and I started building my credit again.
By the time you graduated, how much in debt were you?
From school or just all together? School, I left UCA with $11,000 in debt.
That's not bad though.
No, that's not bad.
Man, that's not bad though.
That's not bad.
I know some stories, man.
That's not bad knowing the fact that I took out about $30,000 total at UCA. But I paid my car off, I paid my insurance up, and I paid that every month. So when I left UCA, I had $11,000 out of $30,000.
So you paid $19,000, and that's very impressive.
Facts.
Kudos to you, Chastity, because a lot of people can't relate to that.
Yeah, but most people wouldn't do that. They would have. I know. I have some friends who maxed out their UCA because I think.
What does that mean?
Like
Translate that for the listeners. What does maxing out?
Okay, so if you are an undergraduate, I think you can get up to like $50,000. Once you hit $50,000, you can no longer get student loans. Total. And you're all 4 years.
No.
That's only subsidized and unsubsidized.
Because I know people who went over that.
That's different. You can only get $50,000 through subsidized and unsubsidized through your 4 years at UCA. 4 years. But that doesn't count Perkins loans, parent loans, private loans. But
that's right.
Those are completely different because they have different rules and the interest is way higher.
Way higher.
Yes. So I have a friend that spent 7 years at UCA for a 4-year degree. Not kidding. 7 years for a 4-year degree because they kept messing up, didn't know what they wanted to do. Teachers was telling them this and this. Advisors wasn't helping them. Like, it was a mess. Like, I literally sat down with them one time to fix, like, their 4-year plan. And they left UCA almost $90,000 in debt. And that's all of those loans on top of their parents were signing parent loans and Perkins loans. Like, and they're quick to sign. Hey, y'all real quick to give us some money. But y'all not quick to forgive that. I'm just letting y'all know.
You right. And you speaking truth there. $90,000 in debt.
90,000. But how many
Undergrad.
Yes,
And a lot of people don't even do anything with their degrees.
He don't. My man work at Enterprise. No shots thrown, friend. Just being honest. But I'm just saying.
Do you sure that number is right though?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I know a dude who I know a person who took out $100,000. $100,000 in debt, in loans.
Yes.
In loans,
But that's
in
what happens when
undergrad.
you're not educated.
But this person was educated. How about this one? This person was educated. They knew what they were doing, but they decided they wanted to do it for temporary reasons due to the fact and all because of the degree that they were getting and the salary they were anticipating to make after school, after so many years of school. They will be able to pay that off in no time.